Nigerians lied that President Muhammadu Buhari promised to make 1 naira to $1, and such lies is transferring to Tinubu laureate Onochie. A special assistant to the president, Muhammadu Buhari, on social media, Loretta Onochie has taken to a verified Facebook page to react to the allegations that APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Tinubu said he will make 1 naira equivalent to $1 if he wins the 2023 elections. According to her, many Nigerians, including the media, brought lies that President Buhari also promised to bring the dollar and naira parity to $1 to 1 naira. He never did. Now we are seeing a transfer of such lies to the APC candidate Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The manifesto has not been presented to the Nigerians. At no time did the APC candidate make such pronouncements. We must all wait for the public presentation of the manifesto, then carefully study the documents before making pronouncements on it. Furthermore, the Special Assistant Loretta Onochie says, "We are progressives, we do not lie to our people, we are different, let's stick with the facts." While also sticking with the facts, we can also say that President Muhammadu Buhari did not achieve what he intended to in 2015. And of course, Nigerians do feel defrauded because this is a man who has not kept up to his promises. In terms of economic stability, which is what, when you say we're going to make 1 naira equal to $1, well, that is literally insinuating that the economy and foreign trade investment will improve. But it hasn't. In fact, it's gotten worse. So if you are trying to make President Buhari look better and then try to exonerate him, and also in the same way try to avoid pinning responsibility on Tinubu in trying to get, in trying to convince Nigerians and literally putting in the work to make sure he's worthy of even being a presidential candidate, then Loretta Onochie, you have failed. Because this does not make a difference to who Tinubu is or who Buhari is. And really, it's very sad because this attempt was just very poor. Old crook. A divorcee without shame who is as good as a public toilet. APC has introduced lying as a part of governance. Shame to you, old witch. And these are very strong words. And of course, when it comes to females in politics, especially with this woman, she's been through it with unnecessary insults, relating to her gender. But anyways, I think, again, it just makes her look even worse trying to defend a party. Again, you're defending a party that has so much evidence against them for just being so incompetent and carrying out alleged illegal procedures. So it makes you look even more of a fool trying to defend a party that everybody knows is not the right fit. What else would you use? Come on. How much was a bag of rice when you came in? Exactly. And I think at the end of the day, whether he said $1 to 1 naira and we was going to make it equivalent, whether he said that or not, as part of promises was to make the economy better. In fact, he seemed to have done the exact opposite. I mean, some will say, yes, he intended to make change, but what kind of change? It doesn't really matter. He's just been very incompetent and trying to remove or trying to exclude blame from Buhari's case is just one thing, and it's a whole other thing for you to make Tinubu look like some saint and trying to make it seem like, oh, don't put words in his mouth. He hasn't said this. I mean, this man has not put in the work in trying to go to press conferences or just trying to defend him. Not even defend. And in fact, he's been defending himself very poorly. But in just being a presidential candidate, being competitive, going for interviews, giving his manifesto, his speech, like, these are things that matter. And everyone will say, well, Peter Obi has given his manifesto. Well, Tinubu hasn't, but Peter Obi has done a better job in trying to make himself known, in trying to gain more supporters, in trying to prove and convince him for themselves. And also traveling around the world, going to different universities, engaging in so many important conversations. I mean, as Nigerians, yes, he doesn't have to give us a manifesto, but when it comes to the credibility of his character, the way he thinks, and the way he chooses to go about situations and problem solving, this is what we want to see. So yes, a proper document has not been given, but again, we are scoring points and literally going through and assessing who this candidate is. And the more he puts himself out there, the more he speaks, the more we get to know his character, the more other people even vouch for him from their experiences with him, the better and stronger his candidacy becomes. And Tinubu is just not doing that. And you're complaining. You're crying. For what? It's very sad, but literally all you can say is just step up your game. But again, stepping up a game, it doesn't really make a difference, because I personally believe that Tinubu is not the right fit. He's not competent and should not even be competing. Madam Defender, shame unto you. Madam, you're finding ways to get in the camp of Jagaban for another appointment. These people are desperados. True. This woman must be very evil. Oh my days. Buhari is an army general and a cattle rearer. He knows nothing about the economy and cannot give what he does not have. Tinubu's existence is shrouded in mystery and drug dealing accusations. Following his relationship with Agueros, it is safe to say that he is a drug baron, so he has nothing good to offer to Nigerians. APC cannot save Nigerians from APC. Literally, it's like you have the current president and you want the same party that produced this kind of president is what you're looking to save you from this present president, from your current president. It is such a shame. Who even does that? And I think as much as we look at these individuals, their parties are also deserve the same amount of criticism, because again, if consistently this party is bringing and breeding incompetent people, maybe we should face the party and say, well, how dare you? Who do you think Nigerians are? You give us incompetent people time and time again, and you invest to get these people in office when you know that they're not good enough, or we think they're not good enough, but it is our choice anyways. As he said, I guess, with the argument of Tinubu being so connected with Lagos and his relationship with Agueros and those he has helped, and those, they try to use those arguments and those experiences to solidify his candidacy, but all it does is make it worse, because the man is not even confident to come out and actually speak to Nigerians and be in important conversations. I mean, I'm very scared that he's not able to hold up a conversation. That is very, very bad. This is not somebody that, I mean, he's given us signs that if he becomes president, he will literally not even appear to represent Nigerians on anything. Put what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.